Okay, go. What's up? I'm Efren, and you're watching Dude. Hold on, say your name.
Oh, Joey.
Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. What's up? I'm Efren,
Joey. No.
and you and you're watching. So Joey, how have you been? It's been a while, man.
I've been good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
So I'm gonna hit you off with some of these questions. I hope you don't mind.
Nope. That's why I drove here.
All right. Today we're at the beautiful Vasquez Rocks. So let's get this started. Who are you?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out. No, I'm just joking.
What's your name?
Joey. No, my name is Joey from the band Seizure.
What's your last name?
Love.
Oh, how do you spell that?
Love.
I know. Cool. And when did Seizure form?
Joey. No, I'm just joking. 2017.
2017. Was that like March?
Ooh, good question.
It's
I
okay.
will.
I
I'll
didn't-
tell you actually.
Oh, you know.
It probably. I don't know the exact date, but it would have been at the beginning of the year.
Why is your band's name Seizure?
So before Seizure, I had a band called Phantasm, and I really liked that name, but when that broke up, obviously you can't just take the name and roll with it. And I remember talking to my dad. It's a really simple story, and he just off the cuff said, well, Seizure's a cool band name, and I liked it, so I took it.
I always thought it was like the seizure, like that, you know?
Oh, yeah?
And then I think I was watching Rings of Power, and one of the characters is like, they're taking over, and he's like, this is Seizure! And I was like, oh! Is
Yeah.
that the similar definition?
To be honest with you, I think it was closer to the first one. Just
Really?
because originally I wasn't so focused on doing everything so fantasy.
Right.
And Seizure just seemed like a really cool thrash metal name because you go to thrash shows and you're moshing and you're banging your head.
Yeah.
It's kind of like having a seizure.
Oh,
It's
wow.
actually hella disrespectful.
No. You know, I was at a ghost show with Amber over here, and then there was this older woman. She's a huge ghost fan, but they had all these fucking lights, right? So then she's like, "I'm not leaving," and I'm like, "Okay." And then she starts fucking seizuring, and, and then she had it like
Really?
twice, and then they carried her away, and then she came back like 5 minutes later, and then still it happened. It kept repeating.
So she was having like a medical seizure.
Yeah. Wow. But she's like, the band's too good. I'm a loyal fan. I'm like, okay.
That's amazing.
I don't know if Shades would help with that, but what brought on Seizure's wizardry?
Great question. Okay, so actually, this guy's a genius. So actually, I just wanted to do something that was a little bit different than what the other bands were doing. It's a really cliche answer.
Right.
It's a really basic answer to a great question.
Okay.
But I've always liked wizards. When I was a child, my dad convinced me I was a wizard. My dad's actually a magician, so he would conjure fire in his fingertips. And because I was a child, I thought it was real, and he was like, yeah, you are a wizard, actually.
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what?
And I remember going around school telling kids, "Oh, when I'm like 11, I'm actually going to go to Hogwarts, and you'll never see me again." And these kids used to like go to my dad when he would pick me up from school and be like, "What's going on?" And my dad would have to come to me and be like, "Don't tell kids this."
Fuck!
So I guess the idea of wizards was inculcated into me from a young age.
Oh,
I've always
wow.
liked them. Yeah.
Cool. Hey, that sounds awesome. Do you have a top 3 wizards?
Do I have a top 3 wizards? I haven't thought about it, but I could probably give you one.
Okay.
I mean, I think I like Gandalf the Grey a little bit better than Gandalf the White.
Oh, let's do it German. Okay.
Because of the hat.
Oh, okay, the hat.
Saruman is also cool from Lord of the Rings.
Saruman.
But let me see if I can give you one that's not Lord of the Rings and not Harry Potter. Because those are like the ones that are really basic. Jedi are basically wizards. Mace Windu.
Samuel Jackson. Oh, I was right! Nice.
We'll go with those ones. I don't know if that's actually my top 3, but how about those ones?
We're inclusive. All right. What are your goals for 2025?
My goals for 2025, actually I have really specific goals. I'm working not only on the next Seizure album, but also doing film scores. It's like classical music, and that's going to be coming into Seizure as well. It's kind of the mixing of the two genres, which has already kind of been happening a little bit, but even more so. And studying a lot.
Oh.
Studying a lot. I promise I'm not reading the questions. I just look in different
You're
directions.
fine.
Studying a lot of classical music. So this year is going to be orchestration, compositional form, and probably just film scoring in general, because that is an art in and of itself. How you where to place the music and all that is a very complicated thing. So those three things, and then a personal one, moving out of my parents' house. But
Oh,
whew,
not in California. You're going in the basement.
yeah,
No.
well, saving up this year technically, and then in 2026 moving out.
Oh,
But
dude,
those are.
best of luck for that.
Thank
Man.
you so
And
much,
for
yeah.
the classical stuff,
I'll be at your door in January. Just joking.
like strings or something.
No. I play piano also.
Oh,
But,
really?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we found that here first.
Yeah, I'm not very good.
Oh, hey, it's okay.
but I play piano more out of necessity as opposed to like
Oh, see.
for desire to be virtuosic or virtuistic. However you
Yeah.
pronounce that word. That's the worst word in the English language. I mean, there's some other words that are worse.
but
But that one's up there.
yeah, that's up there.
What was your? Oh, composing. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean to sound pretentious when I say this, but I'm a composer. That's what I do. So for metal, for classical, for film scoring, because writing music is my love. Even more so than performing, even more so than just playing in general in private. It's composing. It's like creating worlds almost. You know what I mean? It's like
I know what you
blending
mean.
all these sounds to. Oh, you write
Yeah,
music
it's
too?
creating. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Like the piano thing. I
Mhm.
don't. Not crazy good at guitar, but I've been using it to like get where I need to go.
Mhm.
You got to make your point.
Yeah, and I think music is such a uniquely like. How would you say this? It's such a unique art. You know what I mean? Because you're like altering sound waves to create something that didn't previously exist. It's not like painting where, okay, you see like beautiful things in nature here, like the way the colors on these trees look and
Oh,
the
there's
way.
a homeless guy pissing.
Oh, well,
Okay.
is it really?
No.
Oh, I was gonna go say, let's get him.
What?
No, but like, there's beauty that appears in nature, but like music, other than like birds singing, that's not really singing though. It's and
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
like, "Oh, that's beautiful." But it's such a uniquely human art. You know what I mean? Like we are really like bending nature to our will.
I like that.
So,
Nice.
so that's why I think I like it so much as well, as opposed to like painting or sculpting or pornography.
Oh, cool. Me too.
I've always thought. I've
Yes.
always thought. Imagine if you like directed a porno, but like you tried to make it like really artistic. Like you really cared about what you're doing. It wasn't just like I got to fill a quota. Or it wasn't just like smut. Like it was really like
It's
a
probably like
feature
when it
film.
first came out, and like when
Yeah.
they put it in theaters.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like the moment that this is how you know you would make like a real artistic pornographic film. The moment like they have sex, you're not aroused. Like it's fulfilling from a storytelling perspective. You know what I mean? Like it would be art porn.
I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a human art. That's not really something that appears in nature. Anyway.
Next question. What is your favorite wizard spell?
My favorite wizard spell?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you exactly what it is. No, I'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay, so when I was young, one of the chores my mother made me do was wash the dishes. And I remember seeing in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, there's a scene where they go into, in the film, there's a scene where they go into Ron's, like, tower house. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
And the dishes are washing themselves. And ever since I was a kid, I thought that's the kind of magic I'd want to do. Like the practical stuff, the stuff that would do your taxes or go get gas in your car. Like there's no why am I going to need to make light appear at my
Yeah.
on my wand?
And I want to point out that they're poor, right? Which is crazy
Well,
because
thanks for just bringing that out to
the rich
everybody.
wizards get fucking house elves.
Oh yeah.
That is crazy. So like they make people work when they could just ding fix.
It's a status thing. It's kind of like
That's
having an expensive car.
crazy.
Any car will get you from most cars will get you from point A to point B.
Mhm.
But if you have like a Rolls Royce, it's different. I don't mean to compare elf slaves to Rolls Royces, but you get what I mean. It's a status symbol.
Hell yeah.
Not a good one. I don't know if I'd say hell yeah to that one.
What did you have for dinner last night?
Oh. That's a good question. I don't know if I had dinner. Like, I think at 11 p.m. we had just barely enough, like, cashew chicken or whatever for me to have a snack.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but I don't think I ate dinner. It was just like a midnight snack before going to bed.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But typically it's just this is awful. Typically it's like In-N-Out or Chipotle.
Holy shit.
I know. Yeah.
I
It's,
haven't
like,
really
really-
I tried Chipotle once. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
What'd you get?
I don't know.
You know,
It was. I
oh,
thought it was nasty, but that was like a couple years ago.
oh, okay,
You can't really eat in Palmdale. It's not that good.
gotcha. Well, good thing we're in Vasquez Rock.
Shots fired. All right, next one. What's the name of the EP, and can you name us the tracks?
Okay, I think this is the first time people are gonna hear it before we post it on social media, and that's cool. Black Spells and Broomsticks is the name of the EP. The tracks are gonna be The Philosopher's Stone,
That sounds badass.
Black Spells and Broomsticks, and Tears of a Wizard.
Ooh. Oh, it's 3 tracks?
Mhm.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
And can I say this? I can say this.
Yeah.
Philosopher's Stone has 2 features. One is Kai Hansen from Halloween Sun.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tim Hansen.
Right there.
Yeah. And then also Sarah Gamblin from Through the Oculus.
Ooh. Check that out.
Yeah, she's a great singer. And Tim is a great guitar player as well. And then, of course, Fabio Leone on Tears of a Wizard.
Yes, yes. We're going to be checking that out at the end of this video, so stay tuned.
I should have worn like another sweater. I'm just shaking like
We're almost done.
No, you're good. Take your time.
Okay, and tell us, who recorded the EP?
Adair Dalfenbach, who recorded Forbidden Tales also, our last album. He also he engineered Born in the Dark.
Ooh.
We worked with him for a long time, so I like working with him. And he's actually mixing the film score also.
Oh, wow. So you're really close then.
We're good friends, and he's worked on like Fortnite, so he knows how to mix scores for games and movies.
That's awesome. I've never played that game yet.
Me neither. I probably never will.
I still haven't played Minecraft.
Wait, really?
Next one.
It's actually a good game.
So how was the recording process for the EP?
This one was really long. So,
Oh, when'd you start?
like 2 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
Okay.
So, but I can't sit here and take. There's the police.
Please film the police.
It's 4:52.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, we have time.
Alright.
It just took a long time. There was a lot of sending the mix and then giving notes and sending the mix and giving notes. In the studio, we a lot of days just working. We really tried to get these 3 songs right. And I think the challenge of it this time was simplicity, because it's so easy just to write like a bunch of parts and put them together. But writing something that's simple but that works. Excuse the crude example. It's like I've already said porn. This isn't any worse. It's like being naked. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing to hide. So when something is simple, you better have been hitting the gym or whatever analogy you want to use. You better have got your tattoos touched up or whatever, however you want to say it. You can't hide anything. When it's simple, everything is on display. And that was the challenge, because usually I never thought much about form before, and like songwriting structure and things like that. It was just kind of like copying Megadeth structures, because I not like taking a structure and just putting my own parts in there, but like verse, chorus, 15 solos, chorus, things like that. Just the Megadeth type structure, which is valid, but obviously Dave Mustaine understands compositional form to some extent. I didn't. I was just trying to learn from him, but now paying attention more to what works for Seizure. That was really that was really the challenge. So it's kind of paradoxical. Like the simpler it was, the longer it took. But it was actually very hard. Like it was really difficult. We all, it was fighting, crying, laughing. It was everything. And I know that like every band says, "Oh, we put so much love into this new EP. You have to check it out." But I'm being sincere. Like it was really, really difficult to do. This is the longest we've ever spent in the studio, and it's only 3 songs.
Wow. What inspired your album's artwork, and who made it?
The artist was Andrei Buzikov,
Right there.
who did like The Art of Partying by Municipal Waste.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I really like his artwork.
Yeah.
What inspired it? I didn't tell him that this was my inspiration for it, but he ended up having the same inspiration, coincidentally, which was like I think the whole Harry Potter thing. You know the scene in Harry Potter where the unicorn's dead and Voldemort's like dismembered ghost is like sucking the blood.
Like silver blood.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was like, because the song was called Tears of a Wizard, and the challenge was like, well, how do you portray that visually? And there were ideas of like a crying wizard, but that's so boring. Like, I'm sorry to say, it's just such a boring album cover. So I was like, well, what would be sad? Well, unicorns are such like a pure symbol.
I've never seen a unicorn on a metal album, so this
Yeah.
is the first. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's dead too. So yeah,
Dead.
maybe the next time you see it, it'll be alive.
You're dead.
You know what's funny? We have a habit of putting dead, like things dying on our covers. Forbidden Tales was a wizard dying because the dragon was, engulfing him in flame.
Right.
This
Oh,
one
yeah.
is like a dead unicorn. And then of course I told him, and put a wizard being like going like this or whatever, like all sad. And he was like, okay. So we did that. And we were all, I was really confident, but the rest of the band were like a little bit skeptical. It's like, oh guys, hey, guess what guys? It's going to be a dead unicorn and a wizard crying. It's like, okay.
Well, I've seen it,
But now
and
they love it. Once they saw it, they were like,
it is
okay.
portrayed very well.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Awesome.
So, and then Black Spells and Broomsticks has its own artwork also,
Yes, right here.
which is going to be a witch.
Yo,
And that's all I'll say.
a Vivitch.
And I think the witch,
Don't watch that movie. It's bad.
is it really?
I don't know.
I just saw Nosferatu and I was a little disappointed.
Oh God! Don't even get me started. I don't think we have time to get into Nosferatu right now.
I was with my little sister in the scene where we're like his dick falls out. I was like, oh my
his
god.
fingers are dicks. Like it's like
No, like his penis, as he rises from the
we
grave.
saw it.
Yeah. So I was looking at the witch and I was like, should I watch this? And I had bad reviews. I was like, I thought she was a good actress though in the movie, to be honest.
I didn't like the. Even he laughed. I told you.
I didn't like the score either. I thought the score was really boring.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, what's the music gonna be? Boom.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just like loud sound effects, like Dune or something.
Yeah. But I didn't think it fit at all. Like the story takes place in 1838 in Germany. They could have like made a horror score that mixed like 19th century classical music. Totally new idea. It could have had like the violins and the basses vroom at the jump scares. You could have had like 19th century harmony in there, mixed with like the electronic scary sounds. It would have been
They
so
could have went Blade and Underworld and have fucking new metal and crazy ass EDM. Yeah,
I think that would have made the movie
crawling
better.
in my skin. Something crazy.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Ready?
Okay.
Is there anything else you want the fans to know about the album or your band? Instagram, Spotify, give a shout out.
What I want people to know about the EP is that we're going in a bit of a new direction. It's not a crazy new direction. We're just trying to be, we're trying to take our ideas and put it in a more, not condensed per se, although the songs are shorter, but a more concise form. You know what I mean? Just to be able to say, here's the ideas, this is everything we want to do, and that's that. And there is the police. And I think
All right,
we're
and that's
doing
it.
all the time.
That's all. Here's Tears of a Wizard featuring Fabio Leone and Seizure.
Like a cover in trust, but the feels of us, the witches falling on the stage.
Doom Hammer.
There we go.